What's good with y'all, man? It's C Young.
Count Christian.
And we back again with episode 40 of the 2 of 2 podcast.
Yes, sir.
How's life, man?
Whew. Life's good.
Life's good.
Yeah, life goes ups and downs, but right now we're on the
ups and downs for sure.
We're on the up right now. So.
I just got my fucking tooth pulled today, so if I sound a little fuzzy on the mic.
Yeah, you didn't want to. I asked you this morning if you wanted to record, and you said no. And then, like, about an hour or two ago, you hit me and was like, still trying to record. So what made you change your mind?
So when I first got from my appointment, oh, man, like, I sound way better than what I did, like, hours ago. I got up around the afternoon, and, like, they had numbed the whole side of my mouth. So, like, I couldn't even, like, move shit, like, my lip and everything. I couldn't even lick my lips or nothing. But I took a nap, woke up. I still feel a little fatigued, but I can talk a whole lot better. So I guess we can get right into these topics, though, man.
I'm happy to hear that you're doing better, my brother.
Oh yeah, the tooth pain ain't nothing to play with, man. It's never anything to play with.
Yeah, you said you were having trouble with your wisdom teeth before.
Yeah,
but I asked you about it, and you said you weren't getting them pulled this time.
Yeah, so initially, I had a wisdom teeth problem, or my wisdom teeth were growing in, so they were kind of hurting a little bit. But then it got to the point where I started getting like headaches, toothaches on my right side. And so I'm thinking, it's time to get these teeth pulled. Mm-hmm. So I went to a couple of dentists. I went to the first dentist. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to send you to a surgeon. We're going to get your teeth pulled. Then I went to a second dentist, the surgeon. And he was like, oh, we noticed you have a cavity. I think you should get that pulled because, that tooth is pretty much fucked off. You should get that pulled. And then if your teeth are still hurting. Then
when she was eating candy, nigga?
Oh, I'm always eating candy. I haven't been to the dentist in a long ass time too, so ain't no telling, But I ended up getting so I ended up having to make a choice. I want to get all my wisdom teeth pulled.
Did they have to give you like some silver teeth?
Nah, so that's a root canal. That's a root. Oh no. So when I was young, I never had like no issues. I had braces when I was in middle school, but after I got my braces off, I didn't really go to the dentist that much anymore. Mm-hmm. Like I went like once when I was in college, and then that's really it. So I learned my lesson. You gotta go to the dentist.
When I was a kid, I had a silver it was like a little plate on the inside of one of my teeth. It was one tooth, so tooth. But and then eventually it was replaced by my adult teeth, and then.
This is a baby teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was when I was a kid. And then I had braces when I was in 10th grade through 12th. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had mine like, I think 7th or 8th grade through 9th or 10th. Like, I miss having braces. That shit was kind of cool looking back.
I was getting the hose when I had braces.
It
was a dramatic change from the day I didn't have braces to the next day when I did have them hose on.
Man, I used to have a fucking gap. Used to be looking like 50 Cent and shit.
I don't know what it was. Hoes just thought braces was cute.
Hey, I like braces on the bitches, so. Or when I was younger, so. Yeah. I can see that. But.
All right, let's jump into these topics.
Let's get right into it, man. So first off, I guess we can get right into the beef. So.
I love beef, brother. I love beef. When it's in hip hop, when it's in combat sports, I love beef. I love when they talk shit to each other through tweets. I love when they talk shit to each other through fucking songs,
diss tracks,
fucking interviews. I love when two people are just talking shit to each other. And you know what? I love when people are instigating the shit, but I love it more when two people just really don't like each other and nobody has to instigate it.
Right.
I love that shit.
So,
and I know some dickhead out there saying, "Oh, you're feeding off negativity." Fuck you. No, for real, fuck you. I think this shit is entertaining. But yeah, go ahead.
it makes music. I mean, not just music, but it makes things more entertaining, But
for sure.
So first off, with the beef, we got what we're talking about is the Youngboy Durk beef.
Where do we start this time?
I don't even know.
The next chapter. What chapter are we on?
The beef. So
what chapter are we on?
Chapter 2023.
Chapter 23.
So I'll just give a quick Synopsis, if that's the right word, of everything that went down, and then we'll just give our thoughts.
Synopsis,
yeah.
I think that's what.
And then then we can give our thoughts about as I go through. So first and foremost, I guess did it start with academics going on live?
I thought my dumb ass thought you was gonna. So it started when Bond. no. I thought we were going.
We already been talking about that.
Yeah,
but
we have. I just thought you were giving a real. No, my bad. Okay, so yeah, it did start with.
But I mean, just to say that, I mean, because a lot of people still don't know. I mean, a lot of people. I have.
They don't know. You're right. They should know by now. Though.
Yeah,
they should know by now.
They should know. But of course, this started with King Von. Von and Youngboy had beef when they were when he was still alive. Baby mama shit, But anyway, so to start off this new chapter, so Academics went on Twitch and he said that he was talking to some people and he said that Youngboy and Lil Durk squashed their beef and they have no beef and that beef has been squashed.
Now, did he actually say that?
Yeah,
did you watch the clip?
He said they squashed it, and then he went on. So when it got posted on Twitter, they clipped out the end. He kind of went in more depth. I mean, it's still kind of a wild thing to say, but he was just like, he kind of explained himself better in a longer clip where he was like,
I thought he was saying Durk has squashed it. Like, Durk is off of it.
No, he said they squashed it.
Like, both of them.
he said they squashed it. But then he went on later in the clip where it got cut off, and he was like, yeah, they might still have issues with each other, but they're not actively beefing. Like, Durk is beefing with niggas in O Block, and he said,
which is true.
Right. And he said that Youngboy isn't dissing him. He's beefing with other niggas.
Well.
But I think
this is before the album drop.
Right. Well, actually, no. Actually, I think he said this after the album drop. Because a lot of people were like.
No, this was before because this was before Youngboy had tweeted.
No, his first album.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the one that dropped last week.
Okay, yeah. So, but I was going to say, on that album, he was dissing Von. So, I don't know why. A week later, he would come out and say like they squashed beef. So, but he went on Twitch and said that, and then Durk was doing like his trolling. He was saying he about to fuck the streets up with his drop. Then he went on Twitter and was like he does numbers everywhere, not just on YouTube. Just a little subtle sneak disses.
Well, I mean,
not direct enough to really just like you going at somebody, but
I mean, only the insider people know.
Right.
Like, no Youngboy fan reads that and thinks that he's talking about Youngboy.
Well, I mean.
No, because they're delusional. They think Youngboy is like the next Wayne or Drake Hove. Like, they think he's putting up numbers for real. But they don't realize it's only on YouTube.
I don't know. They be in his comments. Like, every time he say something, them fan pages, they be in all his comments. They be talking shit.
No. That's like when Meek used to post a picture and they used to drop all the owls and shit.
Yeah.
And all the back, whatever they were dropping in there.
Right.
And the sixes and shit.
Yeah.
That's what that's like. But I don't think they hear Durk say, yeah, I do numbers everywhere, not just on YouTube. I don't think a Youngboy fan hears that and thinks, oh, he's talking about Youngboy, because they're delusional. They think Youngboy is the biggest thing out.
Everywhere.
So they're not thinking that he's talking about Youngboy. So
yeah, right. So
how did people? This is some shit that's some insider shit. Only people that's really in the know that knows that Youngboy only sells on YouTube or does the big numbers on YouTube.
Well, that's kind of like a.
They know that he's talking.
That's like a thing that people do say though, that he does numbers on YouTube and. He does the best numbers on YouTube, but his sales ain't really, that's kind of a thing. That's kind of.
I don't know. I never hear. Of course, we know,
right?
But I never hear anybody speak that out because they just be on Youngboy. I don't want to say what they really be doing. They be glazing them. They be glazing them through the jeans, bro.
They be jacking them.
They be glazing them through the jeans. Yes, they be rubbing up on them verbally.
But so yeah, Durk has some sneak disses or just some comments, slick comments. And then after that, we see, and correct me if I'm got the timeline mixed up, but afterwards we see Youngboy. He comes on Twitter. Oh, no. I think Durk said he announced something. I think he posted like his album cover or something, right?
Yeah, and it was like almost healed.
Right, and he said, because he said if he gets 100,000 comments that.
Almost healed, almost here, some shit like that.
100,000 comments, I'll drop the album cover or whatever. So he dropped the album cover. and it was May 26th, whatever.
And then the album cover got changed. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I like the first one better.
The first one shits on the new one.
Yeah, the first one's way better.
Yeah, so
but
then it got changed. But yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Right, yeah, you got to put the trenches back on there. But so then Youngboy came out on Twitter and
with
was
the
like,
leather jacket, the rock style shit, all
the shooters
face,
in the
they face blurred out, so
Yeah.
you know that they the shooters for real.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Bro, just switch that shit up to.
He gotta go back to that one, man.
Yeah, but so yeah, Youngboy goes on Twitter. He @s Durk. He says, "You a bitch." Let me read this. Actually, I have to. Well, no, he deleted. I think he deleted his Twitter. But let me see. Let me see if I can find this shit, bro.
Bro, you can't come out here be talking all that shit and then delete the tweets or delete your Twitter. Like, we trying to come on, man. This content now. Like,
No,
you already put it out there for everybody. I'm trying to comment on it. Like, what's up with? Come on, man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he deleted his Twitter, so I can't pull up the tweets. But I'm on XXL. So he added Durk. He said, "You a bitch and your nasty asshole," and it's shown in academics. You're a pure fat hoe. Who mouth gonna be the reason. And he didn't say what the reason what was gonna happen, but he just said your mouth gonna be the reason.
I think no.
He said you from now on invalid. And then he followed up and added Durk again. He said, "You ever realize you only get a buzz when one of your friends die? Think about it, scary bum bitch. You will know I ain't lying." So disrespectful. Ha ha.
That is fact. So rude. To be like, I didn't see that's just so pussy. But yeah, the second thing that Youngboy said about that, I thought it was the rudest shit ever. For the second thing that was so
worse than rude.
Huh?
It's worse than rude.
Oh, yeah, that's out of hand.
Just flat out just
no.
Disgusting.
Them are fighting words. This nigga was talking. Okay.
Killing words.
Nah.
Come on, bro. You only get what do you say? You only
C Young's future lawyers. He did not say that. This is an AI C Young. This is not real. This is not the real C Young.
He said,
"Holy shit!" That nigga said those are killing words.
You only get a buzz when your friends die.
No.
Those are killing words, my brother.
You got.
All right, shooting. Those are shooting words. Those are shooting words. I'll just keep it at that. Those are.
That's still pretty much killing.
Attempted murder words.
Attempted murder words, not actually murder, but attempt. No, it's time to like find a shovel at that point. Isn't what you saying? Like,
hey man, but I mean,
holy shit, no, that's disrespectful. I feel like if anybody said that to me, I would invite them to a fight.
I'm gonna give Durk the benefit of the doubt.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna shoot Durk some bail. Maybe because it's Lil Durk, man, the king of the trenches. It's so many mentions. Maybe he didn't see it.
Why would you tweet, "I don't see nothing"?
Nigga probably got something in his eye.
Come on, bro. I love these artists too, but like at this point, that's pussy. And I feel like I have invited people to fights for less.
Yeah, man. I mean,
like for a nigga to say that you only get.
But I mean, let's think about it for a sec, right? So you're not gonna be able to fight this nigga, right? Because he's on house.
Well, speaking of fight,
he's on house arrest.
No, hold on. Well, yeah, you're okay. So yeah. Well, let's just throw in that. Like 2 days later, Durk fucking DM 6ix9ine and is like, "Hey, let's box in Abu Dhabi." So I was gonna say, why don't he do that with Youngboy? But shit, you just tore it down right there because then he can't leave his house.
He can't leave the house. If you pull up, I mean, he's probably gonna start shooting. Like, come on, this nigga's got armed security.
Well, if you pull up at either of their houses,
right,
same result.
Youngboy, I mean, I don't know. If you ask me, I would think that OTF probably looking at, because I seen what's his name, Buka.
One of the OTF in a crash.
No. Well, I think it was one of those OTF niggas. I seen him tweet. He was like,
"Damn, I'm not tied in. I don't even know who the fuck OTF Buka is."
He always tweets about that nigga. He make music. I mean, he always rap.
I don't think I ever heard was there maybe like a track name after Buka, but I don't ever remember him saying Buka name.
He's probably like the third. He was the third after King Von. He's probably like the third. He's like the Tyga out of Drake, Nicki, and
I get it.
No, but I know he had went on.
Who's Little Twist? I'm trolling. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm trolling. You don't gotta tell me.
I'm
I'm
give answer.
nigga was finna pick somebody.
Muap.
I thought Muap was higher on the list.
So that he was OTF, but that was like more so some old block shit.
Okay.
Like, so I don't think he was really locked in with Durk like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but what was I saying? So I did see Book. I think it was Buka. He said that niggas on the internet, like, that's police and shit, you know, police shit, like. So I'm assuming that the OTF people aren't saying shit back, cause.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Did he say this via the internet?
Yeah.
Niggas said niggas are police on the internet.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can
On
find
the
a tweet.
internet.
But if you ask me, I think that the OTF people are looking at it like, oh, this nigga's on some internet shit. We you know what I'm saying? We gonna catch you in the streets. We ain't doing all this adding.
Nah,
That's what the conclusion that I'm coming to.
Let's set a betting line. In the next the summer is where niggas get wild. Niggas shit start heating up. When the shit start heating up, niggas get outside, niggas get wild. Under or over, one nigga come up missing.
I'm gonna say over. I don't want to see no one.
You just said over. Oh, you mean under? Over. Under one.
What, years?
No. Over under 0.5.
Years.
No. Somebody that's gonna come up missing on one of these crews.
Under.
Cause he said they spanking shit in the streets.
Under, man.
He just said they spanking shit. Under.
I don't think nothing's gonna happen from that shit. Or it might have been Memo. I think it was Memo.
I just wanted to set a betting line, but hey, man, he said they was spanking shit. I mean, somebody might get spanked.
I don't know, but I think OTF just looking at it like they don't want to whatever. But I mean, just the reality of it, bro. Niggas on house arrest. We can't get to this nigga. We ain't finna internet beef with him. That's what I think they're thinking. But just to carry on, Soulja Boy, or I think before this, Youngboy had went on live. He did more dissing to academics and shit.
Yeah,
called him a drunk face ass.
Yeah,
and some more shit.
Niggas said he stayed drunk all day, and that's
stayed drunk, and that's gonna be the reason.
That's gonna be the
and then Soulja Boy, he hopped in the beef, and he hopped on live, and he got on Durk and Youngboy.
This is the most hilarious shit. Like,
he got on Durk and Youngboy. He said
started a triple threat,
literally on some Daniel Bryan shit, like just
yes, on some Daniel Bryan shit.
On
some Edge shit.
Literally, he went on on Instagram Live, and he was like, Durk stole his release date. I'm sorry. No, I forgot. And then Youngboy also.
He said he gonna outsell both them pussy ass niggas. That's his words, not mine.
Right, because Youngboy also, I forgot to mention, he added that he was gonna drop the same day as Durk. So then Soulja Boy's like, oh, y'all dropping on the same day as me. Oh, y'all pussy. Oh, y'all niggas. Y'all, I'ma sell more than both of y'all put together. Am I missing anything?
Now, bruh, at the time that was funny because you knew he wasn't.
Right.
But in hindsight, when you know what he really did, I'm going to tell the audience what he did. That nigga did 0.5K.
Yeah. They say he's projected to do 500 units. Embarrassing. But I mean,
hilarious.
That's probably more, honestly, that's probably more than like anything he's dropped in the last couple of years did. So it might be a W. Never know.
No, I don't think it's worth it. I certainly don't think it's worth trying to put your hand in a beef. Now both them niggas mad at you. So now instead of you beefing with one other nigga, you got two niggas on your ass now. Literally. So
Soulja Boy ain't on house arrest.
I just don't think it was worth it.
Soulja Boy ain't on house arrest, so
for fucking
he'd be outside. So
no, he's not.
I don't think that was smart, but yeah, he inserted himself into the beef.
And we all knew he was trolling. We all knew he wasn't serious, but it's just like they might not take it.
Yeah, right. Because right after that, Youngboy had swiped up on the Soulja Boy live.
Wait to see you.
And he said it's gonna be nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And then I think he mentioned Durk again. Told him he better not drop. And then the day comes, and Durk doesn't drop. Well, he drops a single.
He drops a single
with J. Cole.
What do you think happened there? I think Durk had every intention to drop, but he probably turned it in late.
See, the thing with Durk, he does this, like he did it with his last album, and he did it with The Voice. Like he'll say he's gonna drop, and then like he doesn't drop, and then like a week or two later he drops. So it could be that. I mean, she sure did hint like he was gonna drop his album that day.
Yeah, he sure
but,
did.
I mean, he does have a history of doing like shit like that. So I don't know, but it just makes it look even worse because it's like, damn, Youngboy had all his shit out of nowhere. He dropped. You ain't dropped. Like, what you doing?
What did you think of the song?
The J. Cole song with Durk.
Yeah,
I fucked with it. I mean, it was.
I thought it was.
It's not the usual Durk. Like, you know, it's more positive.
Yeah, I don't like this from him.
You don't like positive vibes?
No, I want to hear about murdering niggas.
Murdering and beef and.
Yeah, I want to hear about murdering and beef.
Niggas getting left by the tree.
Yeah, that shit's entertaining. I don't want niggas to actually do the shit, of course, but it's entertaining. That's what I want to hear.
I think I've heard a couple snippets from the album, so I think he's gonna be coming with that. But I think with this single, he was just trying to play like, you know, try to get a big single before.
This one for me,
like a top 20 before, because you know J. Cole. You get J. Cole in a feature, you can. You're gonna chart.
I think it's a Grammy play.
Yeah, a Grammy play, just like a Billboard play, and I think honestly. I think Durk played it smart.
If it's a Billboard play, you get Drake, Future, Lil Baby.
I think the song. I think it'll go top 20. You think so?
No, I think it will, but I just think if you're thinking about Billboard, a Billboard play like in charting,
right?
You're going for one of those names. But
like
if you're
Drake.
Thinking about Grammys, you're going for like a J. Cole, Kendrick, a Pusha T, because you know they get dick ate at the Grammys.
Yeah, especially you say Nas.
Well, Nas just now is getting dick ate at the Grammys. It's been in his prime, they weren't showing him no love.
Right, but
I mean, odd. It feels like some shit that's gonna happen to Drake.
You think so?
Yeah, like he has one.
I think it dissed the Grammys.
Like 2 Grammys in total.
I think so, but they don't even be nominating that nigga no more after he talked down on the. But I mean, I think I think Durk played it smart though because. He put up the pre-sales for his shit like 2 weeks before, and I think you get from what I heard, you get sales from the pre-sales. So he's got 2 weeks. He got 2 weeks of pre-sales. He got a hot.
When did that start?
I don't know. I just heard the academics say that shit. Like pre-sales will count towards the first week sales. But I think
the fuck is a pre-sale? Niggas downloading.
It makes sense because if you
so for the songs that are already dropped is what you mean.
So like whenever with the pre-sale shit on the album, like if you pull up his album, it has like track 1, track 2, track 3. Yeah. But it's like the songs are not out yet, right?
Yeah.
So like you can add the album right now.
But you're not listening to it.
But once it drops, then the whole album goes on to your shit.
But you didn't listen to it.
That is true. But you still pre-added it. I don't know if that counts as a sale now, but
so adding the song counts as it. Is it adding or listening now?
It's a download. So when you add it, it is a download. So I think you have to add it and download it. You know how you can add shit and download it? I know when you download it, that I think that's what counts as a sale as opposed to a stream. I don't know exactly how it works, but from what I was watching Academic stream, he was saying that the pre-sales count as it goes towards first week sales. So it's like a play that a lot of niggas be doing. But he didn't really explain the shit, like how it really works. But
yeah, send me that clip.
I'm gonna send you that. But so I think it was smart how he played it. Because I mean anyway, I think if he would have dropped, I think he would have outsold him, Youngboy. But you know,
yeah. What is he projected to do? Like 50?
So he's on projection to do 58K. But and this is a realization I've come to about
it's not a bad
Youngboy, right?
It's really not a bad number for if you think about what he's been doing.
Yeah. But here's something that I've came to a conclusion to, right? But
it's a bad number if you consider him against my favorite artists. You know, when you pick all my top 5 favorite rappers, compare against them all 5 of them, he looks pretty terrible.
So I think what I came to the conclusion is that when he dropped that first album a couple weeks ago, he promoted for like a month or 2. He had interviews with Double XL. He
promoted and it did 60.
Yeah, he did an interview with XXL. He did an interview with Billboard. He did one with Elliot. He had a single with Nicki Minaj. He had a single with Mariah the Scientist.
Was it a Zoom call or did they come to his house?
So the Billboard they both came to his house. The Billboard one and the Elliot Wilson one. So he actually did a fucking promo this time.
Where is he in a house jail at?
Utah. And he's on house arrest in Utah. So they pulled both. Elliot
Why did
pulled
they pick
up.
Utah of all places?
So I think he had already had a property there because he was in jail, And so he had like a home there, and so he had one of his childhood mentors, like some white lady he knew when he was growing up. She like wrote a letter to the judge about how, you know, she's gonna do good if he can get house arrest in Utah and blah blah blah. And so since he already had a home there, they just put him on house arrest. He just got granted it.
Bro, that shit does not work. That shit right there that you're talking about does not work favorably unless a nigga's a millionaire.
Yeah, facts.
Because if my childhood, if I did the same shit he did, and my childhood teacher wrote in a letter in, they would have gave me like less years in jail. They would have gave me like 1.5 less years.
Not to mention this guy.
That's what they would have gave me. That would have been my benefit. 1.5 less years than what they were going to originally give me.
Not to mention this man he was already on a suspended sentence.
This like I just want people to know, like, if you're out there and you're thinking, shit, if that's all you need to get off, it happened for Youngboy, that's all you need. No, it's not gonna work for you, man. That shit only works for millionaires.
Right.
That shit only works for people who got money.
Yeah.
If you don't got that cheddar like that, nigga, if that happened to one of us, fuck no. Come on. They probably give me 30. I'm not 30. They probably give me like 30 days less.
I mean, but who the fuck wants to be on house arrest for a whole year? I'd rather be there than jail.
You rather be in jail?
I'd rather be there than jail.
Yeah,
but, I mean, that ain't really. It's kind of still jail.
Yeah, it's jail at home.
Jail at home, yeah. but
I'd rather be at home.
I don't get it, but
especially the type of home he fucking has.
Yeah, right.
Like,
but the conclusion that I came to is he did all that album promoing. He dropped 33 tracks just to sell like 50 or 60K. But then a week later, he comes back and does none of that and just beefs with niggas and does basically the same numbers. So the conclusion that I came to is it doesn't matter if he promos. It doesn't matter what he does. The same people gonna listen. The same people gonna listen. Yeah. The only thing that's gonna help this nigga get back to 100K again is taking some fucking time off and stop dropping shit, at least a year, or hot single.
Well, you can't do that.
What do you mean?
I came to a certain conclusion too. It's ironic that we both came to a conclusion on Youngboy since the last time that we've had a show. But I've come to the conclusion that he does about somewhere between 30 to 60K on these projects. And if you get 2 of them in a year, that equals 120K. So what other people's 120K first week, his is like 120 if he drops 2. And then on the times he has a rough end and does 30, it'd be 4 of them. So that's probably why he drops so much. Right. That was what I was thinking, because it would balance out to 120K in the end. Overall, because certain people always drop one album. Right. And then their first week is 120. 100, yeah. And then his are adding up to 120 because he's dropping 4 of them or 2 of them. You know what I mean? So that was the conclusion I came to. Maybe he needs to keep dropping so frequent. But so the thing is, record label recoups.
When he did do 100K, so when he did the 140, I think, he didn't drop no other album that whole year, and then
that lends to what I'm saying.
Right, and then the second time that he did 100K, he hadn't dropped an album in like 4 or 5 months, and he had. I mean, that album was like 30 tracks too, but I don't know. I think he should take more time.
And I came to another conclusion when it comes to Youngboy just now. He has to drop the longer albums, because this is a point that you used to make to me. He has to drop the longer albums so he can get the higher sales.
But the one that he just dropped was only 17 tracks, and he's about to do the fucking same.
Never mind then. Never mind then. Yeah, never mind.
I think beef sells. I think the beef definitely helped boost it, because I mean I can't say what he would do without it, but I think the beef aspect of it definitely hyped it. But I mean, as a Youngboy fan,
it would boost like 50. There's no way it boosted it any more than 15K.
I would say, maybe about 15, 20K. Because a lot of people were thinking that Durk and Youngboy were both going to drop. So we're going to listen to them and we're going to listen to him. Or they were probably
if that's the case, they should have known that it was the bet was off. Because most people are going to go to Durk first, right? Right?
I mean,
that's what the numbers would say.
You got the diehards, but I mean, yeah, the casuals would go to Durk first. Yeah.
Yeah, so if they went to go look at Durk shit and it wasn't there, they probably just went U-turned right back to Youngboy.
Yeah. But I think,
or just turned their phone off because he don't get the same amount of sales. So,
right. But as a Youngboy fan, I definitely think he should like chill out a little bit, like with the music. Even though he's probably, I would predict he might drop again when Durk drops. So, but
What a goofball.
But
What's next?
I guess just to conclude this topic, do you have and then of course we seen the Durk and he tried to fight 6ix9ine.
Gosh, bro, this all happened in the same week. By the way, this is not like I know we've been probably gone by like 2 or 3 weeks. This all happened last week. Like this happened from like a Monday to a Friday. Like
Literally,
holy.
A lot going on, man.
It was a lot going on between this whole situation. Durk did, eventually DM 6ix9ine, invite him to a fight in Abu Dhabi, and 6ix9ine said, "No, let's fight in a hotel room." Durk said, "Fuck that. I was trying to get you some money, get us some money, and you basically playing around with me." Yeah. So he was like, "No, we're not fighting no more."
Basically, pussy. He didn't want to fight.
Why? Now, who's pussy?
6ix9ine.
Well, I mean, he did say let's fight in a hotel room. I don't know what the fuck that is about. He did
so the fucking fans can pull up, and it's a fucking setup, and this nigga Durk gets arrested.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that's what. I'm just talking. That's what niggas will think.
No. Well, the niggas are right because why would you fight for free in a fucking hotel room when you can get paid millions to fight Little Durk in Abu Dhabi?
Because he's pussy.
Exactly. So you're right.
I'm just talking shit.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You are not wrong. You don't got to backtrack that at all. That's completely right. What's next?
So next up, someone that's for certainly can't be pussy according to the Instagram Live.
Let's see.
Ja Morant, man.
Oh.
It's a good segue because he loves YB, but
Ja Morant.
So he was on live for the second time in like what, a month?
Actually, brother, this is the third time. As far as a gun, this is the third time. As far as a situation involving a gun, this is the third time in under 6 months, and as far as a situation period, this is the 5th time.
Oh boy. So we got I wake up, was it yesterday or the day before?
And if you want to know about the first 3 times, because you like, am I serious? One of them was the bus incident when they said that he was pointing the laser at the other opponent's bus. I forgot what opponent they played. And then the second time was on the live on his own doing. Right. And then this is the 3rd time. So
what about that shit with the Foot Locker shit? Whoa.
And then when he beat somebody up in Foot Locker, and then the 17-year-old boy he beat up at his house. So this would be the 5th or 6th time. Yeah. It's just incidents, period, in under 6 months.
Yeah, so Ja been crashing out. He's on live. He pulls out another Blicky, which I'm very proud because he has a bigger gun now. It's not.
Oh, and by the way, when we talked about this the first few times, I said, how many times does somebody have to act up before you believe them? Like, how many times somebody have to show you who they are before you believe that that's who they are? Come on, man. Like, come on. We're on like the 6th time something's happened to this dude.
So what do you believe he is?
I'm not
thug.
I seen Aiden Ross say that, and I thought that was the goofiest shit. I cringed when I seen Aiden Ross say that because that's what white people do. Like, if a black person does anything quote unquote negative, then he's a thug. I don't even think what Ja Morant is doing is bad personally, because what he's doing, he's showing a gun. What's the difference between Ja Morant flashing a gun on Instagram and somebody walking with a fucking gun on his holster, showing it to everybody in the store while in the fucking cereal department or whatever the fuck? What is the difference? One of them.
I mean, one of these niggas. One of them is in there. One of them niggas are in his car,
in his own
on
space,
his phone, with his homies, just turning up, and then the other nigga is just like making everybody feel uncomfortable
in public. In public.
Yeah.
So the one that is really doing less of a crime or a social crime, so to speak, is Ja Morant.
Right.
Okay. Let's compare. And I know these are both. Let's just compare to something that's even. They are both in the compartments of their home. The senator with his whole family, and they all had AKs. I know you saw that picture.
Yeah.
They all had assault rifles and shit. And they taking a picture smiling with it versus Ja Morant just dancing with a gun. Let's compare those. Why is it okay for him? And let's be real. Which is more serious of a job? Being a senator or being a fucking point guard? So what the fuck do people be talking about? Like, the whole outrage is goofy. I'm not upset about that. My thing personally is the people were already upset with you about something before and you apologized. and then you did it again.
Right, yeah.
If this is you, don't apologize.
I agree.
Just be you.
Right, I agree.
Fuck everybody else. But when you apologize, that makes it seem like you acknowledge that you did something wrong.
And you just don't get
And then you do it again.
Yeah.
And then you do it again. And then you do it again. That's my problem.
Okay. I respect that stance. What I think about this situation, first of all, I do think that is dumb just for him to do that just because of the position he's in. You know, he's, got all the kids looking up to him. He's an NBA player. He's got a lot of endorsements. He's got big money, a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, but I didn't ask your fucking kid to look up to me. I didn't, these kids look up to me, and I'm saying I'm Ja Morant. Yeah. These kids look up to me because I got it. Because I'm flashy. I'm styling on them. I didn't ask these kids to come sign up. I didn't give up no sign up sheets to these kids. I'm not asking to be a role model. I'm asking to be a ball player, nigga.
I mean, regardless, though, he is a role model, regardless.
But it's not my job to parent your kids. It's not my job, or it's not any celebrity's job or anybody's job that doesn't have kids to be like, oh, I gotta be this stand-up model citizen for somebody fucking else's kid. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't like that shit.
I mean, but it's just kind of corny, bro. Like, nigga. I mean, I don't know the nigga, so I can't really say what he was when he was younger. But like, bro, this is all some new shit you've been doing. Like, when you was first in the league, you wasn't doing all this shit. Like, So it just comes off kind of like some fake gangster kind of shit. I'm not saying he a fake gangster, but
you're a product of your environment. And what city does he play for? Memphis. Come on.
Come on, bro.
No, that's...
Why you want to be in the street, bro? You an NBA player, bro.
I mean, it's just Memphis culture. They dancing with a gun. He's not shooting nobody. We don't even know if it's
I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. Let me finish. So I don't think he's doing anything. I just think it's dumb being in the position he's in because one, they've already they suspended him, right?
No. So you think it's dumb to dance with a gun?
I just think it's dumb, like going live with a gun. Period. Like I've posted a gun on Instagram before. I think I look at it as I was stupid for that shit. Like, I see other niggas post gun. I just think it's retarded. But he has every right. You know what I'm saying? He has every right. If he's a registered owner or if it's not illegal, like, he's right. He's good. I just think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb in the sense that you shouldn't show people if people are plotting on you, you shouldn't show them that you're defense. You should make them think that you have nothing. So when you pull out your blicky wicky, they don't know what to do. I mean, so you shouldn't show your defense. That's the only way I think it's done.
Nigga's a millionaire. Like, bro, we know there's a gun somewhere. Like, we know, bro. Like, I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I don't care when niggas, like, post a gun. I think this shit kind of cool. But at the same time, I think it's dumb. I think
it's cool but dumb.
I think it's cool. Like, if you're a rapper or if you're like a, whatever. But basketball player, I just think it looks corny. And overall, I think it's stupid overall, like, for anybody to do it. But it's like, if you're going to do it,
do you think it's
why
corny?
Is everybody...
Do you think it's corny when you see, like, boxers or basketball players wearing, like, big-ass chains and shit? Is that corny?
Nah, so, like, that's more so, like, jewelry, that's...
I'm just coming... These niggas showing their protection. They showing their tools.
It's like when it's a rapper, it's like he's probably using that bitch. Like, like when it's a rapper,
using that bitch.
He probably using like Pooh Shiesty post the gun.
Pooh Shiesty, yes, but we know majority of the
lit.
niggas
He's still stupid, but it's lit. Like, don't play with that man. But like Ja Morant, like, come on, bro, you ain't finna bust nothing.
Don't play with that man either.
Come on, man. Like, you don't have to be like this, bro. Like, nobody. I don't know, but overall, I don't have a problem with it. I think a lot of people are on his dick. Like, yes. I might think it's dumb, but I think a lot of people are on his. Oh, like just crying and shit. Like
some dude on some news site. I don't watch the shit because I saw the clip, but I didn't watch it because I'm fucking young, and that's for old people watching the news.
For sure.
I get my news
unless
from
I want to see what the weather looking like. Or
like now we just go to the weather app. So only way I get my news from social media, nigga. So I don't check the news. I'm not an old person, but some dude on the news said that he wouldn't buy Ja Morant shoes for his kid because he don't want to put his money into that. And I just thought that was a corny ass thing to say because nobody's kid is asking for Ja Morant shoes. Like, your son was not asking for that. He was asking for some Jordans.
He wants some J's, some Forces.
LeBron's at the very least, and not even that. So he was asking for some J's.
We ain't even checking for Steph Curry shoes. Like,
nobody is checking for anybody else's shoes besides Jordan.
Right.
So he knew his kid wouldn't ask for no fucking Ja Morant shoes. That was fucking corny to say on TV.
Yeah, I think some.
What a fucking goof.
I agree. I think a lot of people are like super outraged. Like me, I might think it's dumb, but I mean, I think it's dumb because it's like you're gonna start losing opportunities. You're just gonna start losing money. You know, it's a lot. That shit just comes with like bullshit that wouldn't happen if you didn't do it. But other than that, if a nigga want to wave his gun on live, let him do what the fuck he want. Obviously, him doing this, he don't give a fuck because this is, like you said, the third time with the incident on gun, second time with the incident with the gun on live. Obviously, he doesn't give a fuck. So why should we give a fuck? You know? And I just think, you know, whatever punishment comes with that, I mean, he know what's up. He know better. So obviously,
he's suspended.
He's asking for it.
He's suspended right now.
Yeah.
But you suspend the guy while they're in the off season.
While the season's
over. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, whoop-de-doo, he's suspended. Oh, you're in the fucking off season. That's goofy.
What do you think is gonna happen though? Do you think that's it? Like just a suspension?
I don't think Nike's gonna drop him.
You don't think Nike's gonna drop him?
I think they could, but I don't think they will. Powerade might, because Powerade hasn't had an athlete in 30 years, I believe Stephen A. Smith said, 30 or 20 years. And Ja Morant was the first one in 30 or 20 years. And this nigga's acting like this. They could just replace him. Or they could just go back to saying, fuck these athletes. Fuck these athletes.
Or go get a football player. But I don't think that's any better.
Yeah.
Let's wrap with so first and foremost, let's talk about versus. And then let's get into something, an incident that happened with a potential versus that we want to see. But first and foremost, there's been a lot of debating going on the last couple of weeks about
this one quick.
50 Cent versus Lil Wayne in a versus. So real quick, I just want you to tell me who do you think will win in a versus between 50 Cent and Lil Wayne, and then why?
I think Lil Wayne wins. It's a no-brainer, and because he dominated a longer length of time. I just think people fucking forget this. They go, people forget how great 50's highs were. No one's forgot how great 50's highs were. Everybody acknowledges it as one of the greatest runs of all time, but it was 3 years max. Lil Wayne has about 13 years of elite content.
Right.
There's just too much to choose from. And there was 1 year in 2007 where he did like 90 features within the time of January and July. 90 features before the full year was over.
Right. You talking about 2007?
Yeah, 2007. So it's like, dog, this dude has so many features to pull from. It's just not fair. It's really not fair. If you wanted to do it and make it competitive, you can't do 20v20. 20v20, Wayne wins. And that's what all the verses have been. But if you want to make it competitive, you got to do like 5v5.
Yeah.
8v8.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do a 20v20 with Lil Wayne.
Right.
First of all, the funniest thing is this shit is based off hits. Why don't we go see who has more charting songs? 50's not in the top 10 in the most charting hip-hop artist. Lil Wayne is. Like, I don't get the argument. And the only people that I see really arguing for 50's side are people that live in New York. And I'm not talking about New York, the city. I'm talking about New York, the state.
Let me ask you this. Do you think 50 Cent has 20 songs for a versus?
You got to play all of Get Rich or Die Trying. Or you got to play half. You got to play like a third. No. You got to play, a third of Get Rich or Die Trying and a little bit of the Massacre, some G Unit shit, yeah.
Get the game hater, I love it.
If the game is, you can. Do they have to get it cleared?
To pull that out.
Niggas
be playing features on these verses.
Okay.
Like a lot of niggas played mostly features on their verses, like Soulja Boy.
Yeah. So I don't know why people really are debating it. It's been a prevalent debate. It's still being debated online today. I don't know why. I feel like it's such an easy thing to predict. And all these things are subjective anyway. So like the guys that think 50 would win, even after hearing the verses, even with Wayne blowing them out, they're still gonna say 51. They're still gonna say it. I've seen it multiple times.
Right.
The only people that I've seen being ejected by the verses are the two people on this show right now.
Right.
Those are the only two people. Because there's been times where we predicted people to win and we were like, nah, this person smoked him.
Right.
Jadakiss to be
Jadakiss,
one. Ludacris and Nelly to be two. Like there's been times where we were like, this person's gonna smoke the other one, and then it just
Jeezy fucking beat Gucci, even though Gucci had the better moment.
Well, we were all on opposite ends that time. You predicted Gucci, I predicted Jeezy.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, right. But what I think about this, I think, and if we talking about a fucking acting versus, 50 Cent,
We're talking about fucking.
This is a power versus
entertainment career
BMF versus like 50 Cent.
Yeah, go for it.
He got this shit for real.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying versus movie versus you can't fuck with him. But if we talking about music, come on, bro, it's Lil Wayne.
Really not fair.
We got the features, and we don't even have to talk about 07. We could go
in a 20.
We could go any feature from 05 to I don't know,
2012.
We'll keep it nice. 2012. I bet you there's at least 30.
No,
at least 30.
Let's just go 05 to 15, nigga. 05, 15. That's 10 years. 50 got 3 years worth of music. You telling me this nigga's 3 years better than Wayne's? And even you can say that Wayne's own music is comparable to 50's own music, but the fucking features. This dude was killing shit.
Fuck the features though. You can
No, Wayne was killing them.
We talking about we could talk about features. We could talk about albums. He could play his no ceiling shit. What does 50 Cent have?
It's just not fair.
What does 50 Cent have for real?
Get Rich or Die Trying in 3 songs off the Massacre.
I'm taking Card 3 over Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's odd that you would say that because you are a bigger fan of Get Rich or Die Trying than I am.
I love Get Rich or Die Trying.
I agree with
that was one of the first rap albums that
I don't even think that's
I was
comparable.
into.
Well, okay, they're comparable in the sense that they're both hip hop albums, so they can be compared. But come on, I feel like Carter 3 is way better.
Come on, Card. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but Card 3 is better.
I feel like Get Rich or Die Trying is more iconic.
Yeah,
but better is Carter 3.
For a young nigga like me from the South,
Carter 3 is a hip hop checkpoint. That is a hip hop checkpoint for me. That is a checkpoint in hip hop.
It's fucking holy grail, man.
Yeah.
That was. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see how this is a debate. Debate.
I don't see how it's a debate. If we're talking 20v20. If we start talking about 5v5, 8v8, then I can be 50 Wayne.
You can't count 50 Cent out though. 50 Cent does have the hits, but bro, it's Wayne.
I don't even think
does 50 Cent have just a crazy feature other than hate
it
or love it?
I just realized I shouldn't even probably speak on this because I think Lil Wayne's the best rapper of all time.
I do too.
So
but 50 Cent's up there. He's top 20. He's for sure top 20.
Well, I mean, if you have somebody that's
25.
If you got somebody that's number 15 versus number 1, number 1 should slap him. So I'm just saying, I don't even get this debate. Let's move into the verses that we do want.
So the verses that we do want, but we didn't get it the way we wanted.
We're both dying for it, and it probably definitely never happening now.
Usher and Chris Brown. So they had an incident. Chris Brown had his birthday party a couple weeks back.
Gosh, that's the
and
most
allegedly, Usher and Chris Brown, or Chris Brown's crew, allegedly jumped Usher.
That is the most epic R&B verses you could do.
Outside the party. Thoughts?
So is he going at Tiana Taylor?
So they said that he was allegedly Chris Brown was allegedly kind of talking crazy to Tiana Taylor. And, things just started escalating.
Where was Amon Shepard?
Huh?
Where's Amon Shepard?
Shit, he don't hoop no more, do he?
I don't know. I don't think so. But, I mean, he her husband.
Shit, he be on the Shy, so probably shooting for the Shy or something.
Sheesh.
Could have been him.
And so Usher just broke it up and was like, hey, chill. And then they jumped him for it? Allegedly?
I don't know, man.
We knocked out the allegedly
Can't be talking
part.
crazy to Big B, Chris Brown, man. Briss Breezy, man.
Hey, Briss don't play.
Briss don't play, man.
Hey, Briss ain't played since I was in middle school.
Hey, man. we see how
Briss
he
don't
did.
Play.
We see how he allegedly did Frank Ocean.
We see how he did Frank Ocean for that parking spot. Yeah, yep.
We know Chris Breezy or Briss Breezy is definitely with all the smoke. Yeah. Didn't he almost get into it with the Migos too?
Yes, at the BET Awards.
Yeah, man. And then Drake. It's got a pretty
the
track
Drake
record.
beef is the most iconic shit. That night is Chris Brown has probably 2 of the most infamous nights of my lifetime.
I hope you count the moment where he went to the All-Star game or the NBA game with Rihanna and
make it 3.
And Karuchi seeing that shit on
on
TV.
Yeah. Make it 3.
What's the other one?
Infamous. The night in the car, of course. It's one of the most infamous nights of our lifetime. It's not a good thing, but it's just the truth. It's one of the infamous. And then why are you laughing?
Because you said that shit like he had 3 epic moments in his life.
No, not epic, but infamous. Infamous.
Okay.
Infamous, not epic, not cool, not highly touted.
Just
infamous.
Just
infamy.
crazy moment. Okay, well then take the Karuchi
They're
shit out.
famous,
Then.
but they're famous but for bad reasons.
Yeah, okay. Well take the Rihanna shit out. That ain't. I mean the
night in the
NBA
car.
shit out.
That night in the car. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then the second one is him and Drake throwing the bottle at each other in the club. And then one of the glasses breaking and sharding and hitting Tony Parker. Tony Parker was in the finals against the Heat at the time. That shit affected the finals at the time. Because Tony Parker was the lead point guard for the Spurs. He got cut.
Can't even fucking see.
He sued them niggas. A couple other people, some actors got cut. Fucking all this happened because
of a woman.
All because Chris Brown sent a bottle to Drake that said, "Hey, I'm sorry for everything. Let's be friends." And Drake sent a bottle back that said, "I'm fucking the love of your life. Get over it." And I don't need to say allegedly because I remember when it happened. I remember, bro, I was such a stand for this shit. I started off the show telling y'all I love beef. This is the most iconic beefs of my lifetime. I love this shit.
After CM Punk and John Cena.
That come on, man. That's a fake. They were best friends. I didn't want to ruin it for you and be like, oh yeah, they were best friends on Twitter. But did you know they were like really good friends?
Yeah.
But this was really hatred over and heat all over a woman. One of the most gorgeous women to ever live. One of the most gorgeous women of our lifetimes. Come on, man. This. Come on, man. This man had some infamous nights.
Yeah, man, he's the GOAT, man.
Yeah, go to infamy.
Prayers for Usher, man.
I know it sounded like I was glazing, but it's crazy. These are some of the craziest moments of my lifetime.
Prayers for that man, Usher, man. If he really got spanked, hopefully he recovered from that shit.
Man. I hope this didn't happen, man.
And
I hope this is just a rumor and it's all fake. I seen Usher's son posted the picture of Jiraiya and Naruto when he was getting jumped by the 6 paths of pain. I seen that. That was fucking funny. And if
Chris
my
Brown
son
came
did
out and
that,
said that shit cap.
and if my son did that, I'd be fucking pissed off. But it was fucking funny.
Oh yeah, ass whooping. belts to asses.
Belts to asses.
Get off Instagram, nigga.
Like the back of
Little
the rock
nigga.
shirt in 2011. Belts to asses, nigga. Like
would have woke that nigga up like Ghost did Tariq. Wake up, little nigga, put a gun out on his ass, nigga. Don't ever post that shit on Instagram, nigga.
Yeah, I'd been.
We was trying to play that shit smooth like it didn't happen, nigga.
Nah,
Fuck
for real. Fucking
got me out here looking crazy. Out here looking like Freddie Gibbs and shit. Come on, nigga.
Did you see this shit about Freddie Gibbs' baby mama? She said she's cool with Benny the Butcher and them, and she asked Benny to get her chain back because they. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I know you seen her in that little flick with that white boy when she was pregnant.
He was begging to smash.
I think it was supposed to be an OnlyFans clip or something, allegedly.
I'm not finna get into that.
Prayers for Usher, prayer for Freddie Gibbs.
Prayers for Usher, prayer for Freddie Gibbs.
Is any music dropping Friday?
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Schmirk
Durk
next
is
Friday.
dropping. Man, music's been slow the last 2 years, 3 years. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What is going on, bro? I thought Future was finna drop. What's going on?
Normally it starts to heat up
Where's
around
the
this
pink
time.
tape?
Yeah. Where's the pink tape?
Fuck.
Uzi?
Fuck going on?
Normally things start to heat up around this time.
It's
but
fucking May.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, things start to heat up, but nothing confirmed.
See, one gearing up. He all cut up now. He's kind of buff.
Does that mean he's gearing up? I saw the picture.
He commented on one of his fan pages.
He
And
said,
said I'm on the way. Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, I'm on the way. You're right. Yeah.
What could Gunna rap about at this point? Like women songs, like songs like what's that song? Banking on Me.
Why do you do this?
I just want to know.
You can't rap about what he been rapping about.
I mean,
he didn't snitch yet. Okay, he did not snitch yet. All right.
So
everybody calling him a rat. Nothing. He hasn't ratted yet. Yet. That's my best. I don't know if he will rat.
I'm gonna play it regardless, but I'm just wondering, like, what is he gonna rap about?
Even if he does rat, he should rap about the same shit.
Nah, bro, they gonna pack him up, bro. They gonna pack him up.
So wait, he should become a conscious rapper now? We don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear what you've been doing right. We want to hear you evolve your style, and you know what he's gonna rap about. For the first rollout, he should be rapping about his experience getting jammed up. For the first rollout experience since being back, he should be rapping.
That's a good thing.
His experience getting jammed up, and if people have turned on him when he got in, jail, and if women have turned on him, Chloe Bailey, when he got in jail. I'm not saying she did or didn't, but if he should speak on those things.
I agree.
So yeah,
fucking Offset. This man is like 6 months after the fact. Fuck is his shit at like?
Oh, don't get me started. Are we? You want to do on the clock?
Who's on the clock? Real quick, the last topic before we close.
21 Savage is on the clock.
Okay.
I didn't really love his last outing. We know this, but he's still on the clock, even though he dropped a collab. Offset is past on the clock. Like he's in violation. He's in violation.
Nah, facts.
We need to breach. He's in breach. Offset, you are in breach of your contract, nigga. Because remember when Joe told Rory that? You are in breach of your contract and fired that nigga on air.
Oh yeah. That was some hoe ass shit.
Offset, that's you, nigga. You are past due. You are in the penalty box.
I think Uzi too.
Uzi, he dropped the EP last year, so I give him a little bit leeway. But come on.
Okay.
At least it was something. At least it's a little project. But album wise, he's on the clock too.
Playboy
Cardi's on the clock, even though, like I said, I didn't really enjoy his last outing. Even though I still play the songs that I did like, I still play those songs. But
is Gunna on the clock or not?
Gunna is not on the clock. He dropped
last year,
2022. He has until the top of 2024.
Is Big Sean on the clock?
Big Sean is on the clock. He hasn't dropped since 2021.
What about J. Cole?
J. Cole, I was gonna.
I was about to say J. Cole.
I was about to take it there. J. Cole is also on the clock. Hasn't dropped since 21, and I believe he dropped at the top of 21 the same way Gunna dropped at the top of 22. So, yeah. Except for Gunna dropped the very first week. I think J. Cole dropped the second or third week of
2021, right? Or he dropped. J. Cole dropped in 20. I think
2021, 2022 for Wanna. For DS Forever. For
Is Kodak Black on the clock?
When was his last project? Didn't he drop a?
So he dropped late last year. So I guess not.
Yeah.
Is Lil Wayne on the clock?
No.
He's not on the clock. We ain't got an album in almost 5 years.
Keep it.
Keep it.
Lil Wayne needs to be a featured artist now. I just feel like a lot of the newer projects have tarnished his legacy. Do you remember The Funeral? It was a fucking funeral. I don't want to remember that. Yeah. It was a fucking funeral.
Last name, and then we can wrap. Do you think Roddy Ricch is on the clock?
I think he dropped in 22, right? It was mid.
He dropped twice.
So he's on the clock for a hit, yeah. If we talking about on the
clock, that's kind of what I was. That's kind of what I was saying too. Like
some good quality music, yeah, he's on the clock. But as far as needs to drop and like his fans are fiending for more music, nah, he's good. He can wait.
I feel it. So we ain't too many people on the clock, but we need some new music.
I just said yes to damn near 80% of that.
There's like 5 or 6 niggas overall.
Nigga, if you ask me 10 names, I just said yes to like 7 or 8. Like them niggas are on the clock. Them niggas on the clock.
Yeah, man, we need that new music. Any final thoughts before we clock out?
No, I'm good, man. Thank everybody for watching. What's that nigga's name? Man, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, all these rappers are pussy. That's what I was going to say. All of these rappers are pussy. They're scared to drop music. I'm tired of it. I wish we could have music year round. I wish every fucking week we were talking about music. I wish we could record more often, but there's just not shit to talk about. You see, we had a whole fucking soliloquy about what happened last week between Youngboy, Soulja Boy, and Durk. That's because that's the only news that's happened in the last fucking month, right. 2 months. Nothing is fucking going on besides niggas tweeting at each other. Oh, did you see Lotto and Cody Ray? I guess we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
That happened. Yeah. That was the only thing I can really think of that happened other than what we talked about fucking today. So right. I'm sorry we haven't been as consistent as we've been promising, but it's fucking blame the rappers, bro. We do a hip hop niche show. These niggas ain't doing shit. And so that's why moving forward, I had a brilliant idea that we would make a brand split on the channel. So look out for that. C Young will be taking over this show. I'm always going to be here, of course, but I'm going to be the B mic. He's going to be the A mic on the regular main channel show, Manular 202s until he comes up with a name. 202s rap, 202s. Whatever. He's going to come up with a name. Eventually, we're going to get that. But I don't know. We call it like main channel or some shit. Main something. I don't know. And keep the numbers. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to think of some segments. Just to counter the days that where there's dry news. Because
Right.
Gosh, these niggas are pussy. Like I just told you guys, they don't want to drop music, and they don't want to drop fucking disses or beefs to each other, responses to each other. They just want to fucking sit around all day and make TikTok videos, I guess, or some shit. You know.
And drop snippets. And
never drop a song for the next fucking 3 years or whatever.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, that's been episode 40 of the 2 with 2s. I'm C Young.
I'm Count Christian. Appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.